This reading feels like it's for someone who has been standing at a crossroad for a while. Not because you didn't know what you wanted, or it's because you were afraid of choosing the wrong thing and losing everything else. I'd say that you've been standing at the same place from a long time because you wouldn't really or couldn't really make your mind up as to what to choose because you were afraid of choosing the wrong thing and keeping it going for the rest of your life, right? So this energy carries that feeling of holding it together on the outside while everything inside was conflicted. On paper or to the outer world, everyone thought you were doing fine, but only you know the battle that you were fighting inside of you. You've been pulled in two different directions, I'd say. There is responsibilities on one side and desires on the other. Now, this is a very special reading because I know it's only going to find very few people because not a lot of people can relate to this message. So if this found you, consider yourself as a very special person. I know that you thought you'd be starting your career, or you're at this point in your career where you're pulled by responsibilities or the conventional path that everyone's expecting of you to do, but at the same time you're aware of that. You're aware of the responsibilities on one side, but at the same time there's this desire that's pulling you from another. You have the vision of the dream life that you've been thinking of for the long time, and it never leaves your mind, right? So it's pretty conflicted is what I see. There is family expectations, career pressure, emotional attachments, fear of disappointing people, all of it. I'm sensing all of this in you. And yet, the chariot shows me something important about you. You did not fall apart. Maybe you're still at the same place, or that's what you're feeling, but what I'm about to tell you is that there is going to be a good change. The decision that you're making will be something that you would have given yourself this thought for a very long time, and you may have felt like that you've wasted your time, that you've probably kept doing the same routine over and over again. But trust me, the time that you took to make the final decision is an important and very crucial part, and I'm grateful. You will be grateful for the time that you took and the right decision you made. You may have felt that a lot of people around you, or people that were in the same boat as you, have left that boat and have taken the conventional path, and they're succeeding in that path, right? They're already on the go, they're already doing things, but you are still there wondering if this is the right path for you, or if you should really go after your dream. You may feel stuck, you may feel like you've done the wrong thing, you may feel like you've been stagnant, sorry. But trust me, you were not stagnant. All that you did was take more time to think the life that you were going after, to make the decision. You took some time, and obviously it would have taken longer than what others didn't, but trust me, you will look back and be grateful for the time that you took, and you'll be grateful that you didn't rush and choose the path that everyone else took. You will be grateful for the decision that you're making after all this while. So I know you've been feeling strong, intense, heavy energy, but let me tell you, let this not disappoint you. I assure you that you look back on this and really think, wow, I did take a lot of time, and I don't know what caught me and what really came into me that I took a lot of time, but thank God I did, because the decision that I took after thinking and after taking such a long time was something that changed your life, and not the conventional path that everyone took. You really will be grateful for the time and the decisions that you will make, right? So this I'm getting this sense that you kept going, you showed up, you made hard decisions even when no one clapped for you. Now, this has been one of the most intense periods of your life. I know that this was one period when everyone that celebrated you, that your entire life for working so hard and doing what everyone expected you to do, is probably not coming to the front and cheering you. They're probably questioning what you're doing. They're probably asking you a lot of questions as to what you're doing in life, and they are trying to divert you from your path. But I see that at the end of the day, all that matters is yourself. So the realizations that you will have from everything that's happening with your life right now, and everything that has to say about the people that you're close to or thought were close to you, you will see the truth for what it is, right? That's up to you. That's for up to you to really understand what people and where do they actually belong in your life, and what are their intentions for you. Is it coming from a good place? Is it coming from a bad place? What exactly do they mean when they support you and when they question you, right? Take your time to introspect and realize this, and let that be the realization. Let this be a period of realization that you'll hold on for your entire life, right? At least this moment of difficulty in your life will give you the opportunities to realize who are real people, really wanting good growth and good things and good intentions for you. So a lot is happening in this reading for you. I sense it's a very difficult period, and yeah. So this card isn't about speed, it's about control. It's about choosing a direction even when you don't fully feel confident, but you know that there is a strong pull of your heart towards this direction, and I must tell you, follow it. Follow it, you will be grateful, because this is something that you've been wanting your entire life, and if you do not take this path, I assure you this will haunt you for the rest of your life. At least if you follow this path and give your 100%, and I know that you will, probably for some of you guys, definitely, but for most of you guys, for the first time in your life, you are going to give this 200% towards this dream or goal of yours, because it is something that you've been wanting to do your entire life, and I promise you, you will succeed in it, right? So some of you started taking your life seriously for the first time, and I see that it is really a hard time of confusion for you, because you know that you've been doing well all your life. You've been an excellent child, you've been an excellent adult or a person, you've been doing everything that was expected of you, but right now you're at this moment where you're really listening to your mind. At the same time, people around you are making you to think that you're taking the wrong decision, but I say, no matter how long it takes, follow your heart, follow your decision. Sit yourself down and write down things as to what is good for you, and what is really that something that you want to do, you and you alone, not anyone else around you, right? Go after it, right? So some of you are saying that you cannot live on autopilot anymore. Some of you choose growth even though it meant discomfort, and that choice changed you. And that's all about Chariot. Moving on to the Hermit, this is where the reading feels deeply personal. I know this is a very heavy reading, so brace yourself, sit yourself down, and really listen to what I'm gonna say, right? This card tells me that after pushing through for so long, you've reached a point where you needed to step back. You may have become quieter, less available, and I know you're relating to every word that I'm saying. I can sense it already. You've become quieter, you've become less available, you've become very antisocial, or rather I'd say that you've really chosen to stay to yourself, right? You've not been going out a lot, you've not been in touch with a lot of people, you've not been talking to your friends, your relatives, your colleagues. You've really just chosen yourself, your thoughts, and your space. You've become more selective with your energy. This is the important part. People around you may see that you've been shutting down, but you have only been selective with your energy. You have finally realized that not everyone catered best intentions from their end towards your life, and that realization was absolutely essential, and that is the reason why you've become extremely selective with your energy. And I'll tell you what, that is okay. This is okay until you make the decision towards your life, until you take the first step or the second step and third step or more towards your life. Let it be this way until you put your foot onto the next goal of yours, right? You do not need anybody's 2 cents as to what you have to do and as to what is right for yourself. No one showed up for you when you were having a hard time, and trust me, you need no one to make the right decision for yourself. You are enough. You're at this point in your life where you're feeling very matured, and for the first time you think you're doing the right thing, right? So you've become more selective with your energy. People might have said that you've changed, and you know what? They are right. They were right, and they are right. Let them know that, and I would love for you to know that as well. You have changed, and that is for the best for you, right? That is for the best of you. But they didn't see what was happening behind the closed doors. You were questioning everything: your purpose, your relationships, your direction, your identity, everything. You weren't isolating because you were lost. You were isolating because you were trying to really just find yourself. This is very important. I know that you're sensing every word I'm telling. You stopped asking everyone else for advice and started listening to that small, persistent voice inside you that kept saying, there has to be more than this. Now, I know that you're absolutely relating to this. All your life, all that you did was ignore that little persistent voice inside you and cater to everyone else. I wouldn't call you a slave, but you were so loyal and you came with such good intentions for others that all you did was cater to them. All you did was serve them. And guess what? That good energy has done good for them in their lives. But you know that you have been ignoring your little voice. And when I mean little, it was a little voice, but with a strong weightage, right? It had a lot of weight, it had a lot of value, but you did ignore that your entire life, and you're at this point where you're starting to understand the value of that little voice, right? And you've been thinking to yourself that there has to be more than this. Some nights felt lonely, and I wouldn't call it some nights. I think most nights felt lonely. Most days felt confusing for you, but slowly, right now, clarity began to form, right? You started to understand what you could no longer tolerate, what you had outgrown, what you were ready to release. The Hermit, it shows emotional maturity, the kind that comes from sitting with your own thoughts instead of running from them. Now, though the entire world has been thinking that you've been not doing anything with your life, you have been doing something that most of them don't. You've been sitting yourself with your thoughts and actually sorting them out for the best of what's to come, right? You've been introspecting a lot, and that is what most of them miss. You've been doing that, and it is for the best of your life. Once you stand up and get going, there is no looking back, because that is the amount of kind of realizations, kind of truths that you've really faced and accepted from the sitting that you have done from a very very long time. So I'd say that the kind of realization, the kind of truths that you face from sitting yourself down from such a long time is definitely for the best of what's to come. Again, I think I've repeated myself, but that's how important this reading is for you, right? And then there is the Wheel of Fortune. So this card feels like that moment in real life when things suddenly begin to shift after a long period of stagnation. Not because you forced it, but because the timing finally felt aligned. But because the timing finally is aligned, right? An unexpected opportunity, a conversation that changes everything, or a chance encounter, or a decision that puts you on a new path, right? So there will be something unexpected coming your way, but I wouldn't completely call it unexpected. It is something that you would have really wanted or thought it was almost impossible, but that'll actually come to you, and you'll be quite shocked. You'll be quite shocked to see that coming because you never thought it could have. But that is a sign, and that is the perfect opportunity, because if things weren't meant for you to follow that dream of yours, this opportunity wouldn't have come your way. So it is a confirmation that all things that you've been wanting to do was the right thing, and this opportunity would come as a sign and as a first step of the bridge towards your goal, right? So I see that the wheel turns when you're ready to receive something different, when you've learned what you needed to learn and grown into the person who can handle what's coming next. Sorry, what's coming next, right? So this period, the period that you've felt like it's stagnation, has transformed you as a person. It's made you stronger than you ever were, and it's made you the person that is finally ready to accept challenges or face the world for what it is. It has really made you strong, and you could have never imagined being this way probably a year or 2 years ago. You really were a different person back then. I wouldn't say your values or beliefs or principles have changed, but you altogether have become a better person in terms of strength, in terms of mental capacity. You've become a stronger version of yourself that you never thought you could have become, right? So a year or two ago, you could have never imagined this is where you would have been. This is the life that you would have had, and the kind of stronger version that you would have become. You would have never thought that. You probably thought you would have been thriving on the conventional path that everyone was doing. But here you are thinking that all you did was wrong, but trust me, all you did was the right thing. You may be late, but at least you are doing the right thing. And once you put your foot on to the next room or the next space that you've envisioned, there is no going back. You are going to be unstoppable. Mark this. Go to the comment section and write down your put the date down as of when you're listening to this, and I promise you, you will come back to this to tell me that your life has been changed, right? So I would love for you to claim this energy. Go like the video, go comment down, and if you feel like anyone's been going through the same thing, anyone that deserves to listen to this video, you can share it to them only if they deserve, right? You get that strong intuitional feeling that this person is meant to hear. Only share it to them, right? Do not waste the energy by sharing it to anyone that you can think of. And I know that you won't, because you've been this different person. You've transformed yourself. You are very strong and strong on intuition as well. That is all that I can tell you. Right now, getting back to this, like I said, go claim the positive energy, go like the video, go comment down today's date, go claim this positive energy, and I assure you that you'll get back and tell me that your life has changed. Right, moving on, I think I'm gonna wrap up in some time. Some of you, I would like to tell you that, yeah, like I said, an unexpected opportunity is going to come your way. The fate, this is fate responding to your effort. This is life telling you that you've done enough waiting, right? And the opportunity has come. There is a knock on the door. All that is left is for you to open the door and keep going, keep walking towards your dream. Some of you are about to experience a positive change that feels surreal, like things are finally working out after so many delays. And the beautiful part is that you are ready now. You are this perfect person that you never thought you could have become, but you know what, you have become that. This has been a period of transformation and you have transformed. You are ready now. Don't you ever think you're not ready right now. You are more than ready, and I know that you've been feeling that in your gut. And I would say take a leap of faith and keep going. Just take the first step. You will know that you were ready and this was the cue that you needed, right? So this is the cue that you need. You are ready now. Even if there's a fear that's pulling you back and telling you that maybe you're not, maybe some more time, guess what? Enough waiting, enough delay. You've learned all that you were supposed to learn to go to this next chapter of your life, but now is the time. You are ready now. This is your cue. This is your message from the universe, okay? The old version of you would have doubted it, questioned it, sabotaged it, but not this version. So the final message for you is that you did not lose your way. Stop saying that to yourself, and if anyone's around you, and if anyone around you is saying that, simply do not listen to them. Just know that they're not good for you. Okay, they've been constantly telling you the same thing. Just know that they're doing a mistake, and it's your responsibility to not let their talk or thoughts or ideas not get in your way. Okay, you are responsible for your life from now onwards by taking your thoughts, your beliefs strongly. Okay, do not take it lighter. You've become very intuitional now. You've become very strong now. You are at the right stage of your life. All that is left is to listen to your heart and take the first step. Okay, you found it the long way around. You weren't delayed, you were being prepared, and this is the perfect example in your life. Okay, you were being prepared. This was not a delay. Okay, and what is unfolding now is not luck. Do not think of it as a fluke. Okay, it is not luck, it is alignment. Okay, now is the time. The universe is moving with you because you finally chose yourself, and your life is about to reflect that choice. Wow, you guys, this was an intense reading, and I know most of you have, I know all of you that has listened to this reading has related this, because I know for a fact only people that are meant to hear this are going to hear this, right? Are going to watch this, because I've manifested for it to be so, right? Do not doubt yourself. This is a clear sign from the universe. This is your cue. This is your sign. Okay? Go claim the positive energy and go after your life. Do not listen to anybody. Okay? You've done enough waiting. This is your cue. You are ready. Okay? Love you. I'll see you in the next one.